Hello everyone, my name is Randy. I'm the mental health therapist at Katari School in Trout Lake. Today I thought it'd be kind of neat if you're feeling a little bored and wanting to experiment with some craft ideas. One little idea I came across was to make a little string feather. In the coming video, I'm going to illustrate how we make this fairly simple. The only materials you need are some string, a comb, and a little marker, some scissors. Make sure you're okay to use scissors. If not, please have an adult help you. And a little paper heart shape that'll help us form the shape of the feather. So stay tuned and watch the process of making the string feather. So what I'm doing here is making the center part of the feather, and now what I'm doing, I'm cutting out numerous side pieces to the feather. For this particular one, I think it was about 26 or 28 different lengths of string, but you can make it as large or small as you want. This was just some line that I had lying around at home. You can choose however coarse or fine you would wish to use, although I'm thinking the finer the better, because it'll make the feather a little bit more smooth looking. I forgot also to mention that included with the string, in addition to the string, the comb, the marker, and the heart shape, you do need a button or a bead that can be threaded to go on the top. Getting close to the number I think we need. If we need some more, we will cut some more at the end. The tricky part here, at least for me, is threading the button. So I just moisten the ends of the string a little bit, and I put it through there for one. See how one is on one side, and now I'll put the other end through the other side, right there, like that. Now with this piece of string, I make sure it's even at both ends, at the end, and then I will make a knot. I'll keep my finger here in the loop portion, and I'll make another loop like that, and around, and then tie it like that, moving that knot closer to the button. Okay, so that one came a little lower than I had hoped for, but that's okay, we'll continue on. I'll show you how we get these started. Now it won't look like this right away. We will trim that after we have all of the side pieces on first. So what I have set up right now, I have two loops that are approximately the same size. And so I'll make one loop and pass it underneath the center line, and then I'll take the other loop and I'll make it go underneath this loop, and be careful, and then I'll take the ends of the bottom loop and then take the ends on both sides, oops, and I'll pull them not really tight, but tight enough so that they're in place and I can move it up the center line. And so I'll repeat that process over and over as long as I wish, however big or small I want to make my feather. we'll make this final piece, slide up and pull a little more tightly. And what I like to do at the bottom, then I like to make sure I push all of the little side strings as close together and up towards the top as possible. What I like to do is tie a knot down here at the bottom. Just loop it around, just like that. And then we just snip the end just like that. We'll take my little heart shape here. And let's see if we can pull it out a little bit as straight as possible so that we get some uniformity. So just and do the same here. Now, what I like to do here, to keep the button in place, if we could make a little, if my fingers weren't as big, I would make another loop and a knot and pull it tight down towards the button. That'll keep the button in place. If I had smaller fingers, I would do that, but not right now. Sort of the finishing touch, if you will. Hold the feather by its spine and then use a finer comb to really work at the edges of the strings. That'll help them bind together a little bit more, and depending on the size of the string, that will be better or worse, as I say, depending on the size. Switch it over to the other side and the same. And here we have 2 string feathers to give to my friends. If you want to try this at home, like I say, you don't need to have a lot of expense. If there's any string that you can find at home, it doesn't have to be fancy, although it can be as fancy or as plain as you would like. And the most important thing is have fun doing it, and probably make it with a friend or two when probably at home, or when COVID is over, we can do it in class and have some more fun together as a larger group and exchange feathers with each other. Hope you have a good time making some string feathers. Bye, everybody.